Luck, coincidence, and faith. In The Alchemist, I wrote, when you want something, the whole universe will conspire for you to have it. This means that when you put your vibration, your energy, call it whatever you want to call, into the air, somehow the soul of the world is affected. I think that the coincidence is the language of the stars. For something to happen, so many forces had to be put in action. According to the ancient alchemists and to the physicists of today, everything is one thing only. Today we call it atom. And everything is made of atoms. If everything is totally connected, whatever you do interfere in the rest of the world.
My name is Maya Angelou, and I believe that the heart is the most forceful, impactful element in our lives.
If the heart is so powerful, why is it so easily broken?
You will never, ever reach your full potential if you don't open your heart.
I mean, sometimes people hate one person, and that's bad enough. I hated 8 million people. They tried to kill me. How do you forgive such a thing? I wish to see good in people.
It took almost dying to make that journey from my head to my heart.
The power of the heart is to be connected with who you are at the deepest level.
Well, that's fine, but how can we do that in the real world?
I am a person who has a lot of fears. Every time that I have to write a new book, would I be able to share my soul? if you choose to be alone, it's fantastic. Because there you are with yourself, with your angels and demons. It's not easy, but it's necessary. And then actually, it is a kind of meditation. There is a moment that you are only one thing. It is this beauty of being totally tense, and all of a sudden, in the next fraction of a second, totally relaxed. Then you see the universe in front of you. You contemplate this universe. You don't have any question, any answer. You just look and you feel. You still say, I'm alive.
안녕하세요, 사오리 아빠입니다. 사오리는 작가 이야기, 오늘 소개해드릴 작가는 브라질의 작가 파울로 코엘료입니다. 연금술사라는 작품을 통해서 전세계 1억 독자들의 영혼을 뒤흔든 작가 파울로 코엘료. 연금술사 외에도 인간의 내면을 탐구하고 삶의 본질적 측면을 다루는 소설들을 통해서 독자들을 만나고 있는 작가죠. 우선 시간의 흐름에 따라서 작가의 삶을 되짚어 보겠습니다. 파울로 코엘료는 1947년 8월 24일 브라질 리우데자네이루에서 평범한 기독교 가정에서 출생했습니다. 어린 시절부터 글쓰기를 좋아했다고 하는데요. 고교 시절에는 시, 연극 경연 대회에도 참가하기도 했대요. 그런데 부모님은 그가 작가가 되는 걸 반대했다고 하십니다. 덕분에 잦은 부모님과의 마찰을 겪으면서 자랐고 우울과 분노의 연속으로 인해서 17세부터 정신병원에 3차례나 입원을 한 경험을 가지고 있대요. 파울로 코엘료의 첫 번째 산문집인 흐르는 강물처럼의 프롤로그를 보면 그가 어린 시절에 어머니에게 자신이 작가가 되겠다고 부모님을 설득하는 부분이 나오거든요. 작가란 어떤 사람인가에 대해서 자신이 조사한 내용들을 알려주면서 작품을 시작합니다. 청년 시절이었던 1970년대 파울로 코엘료는 대학에서 법학을 전공했는데요. 중간에 중퇴를 하고 중남미에서부터 북아프리카와 유럽에 이르기까지 세계 곳곳을 여행했습니다. 그 시기에는 히피 문화에 심취를 해서 지냈는데요. 그 연장선상으로 1972년에 록밴드를 결성을 해서 작곡가로 활동을 하면서 120여 곡의 음악을 만들기도 했습니다. 1973년도에는 브라질의 전설적인 록스타 하울 세이샤스의 작사가로 일을 하면서 무정부주의와 반자본주의를 지향하는 단체 활동을 했어요. 크랑하라는 잡지를 창간하기도 했는데요. 그런데 이 잡지가 정부의 정면으로 맞서는 내용을 담고 있다 보니까 1974년 브라질 군부로부터 체제 전복 혐의로 수감이 되는 고초를 겪기도 했습니다. 이후에는 극단에서 극작가 및 연출가로 일을 하기도 했고 기자로 전업하기도 했지만 여전히 어린 시절부터 가지고 있던 이 소설에 대한 꿈은 버리지 못했습니다. 그리하여 1982년에 그의 첫 작품인 지옥의 기록과 1985년도 흡혈귀의 실용 매뉴얼을 발표하게 됩니다. 하지만 문단에 주목을 받지도 못했을 뿐만 아니라 흥행에도 실패했어요. 이렇게 히피, 저널리스트, 록스타, 배우, 희곡작가, 연극 연출가, 그리고 또 뭐 했었죠? TV 프로듀싱 등 이러한 이력을 가지고 있는 파울로 코엘료가 1982년도에 떠났던 유럽 여행에서 우연히 만난 인물의 이끌림에 따라서 38살이 되던 해에 음반회사의 중역 자리를 박차고 나와서 무작정 스페인의 성지인 산티아고로 순례를 떠나게 됩니다. 작가의 삶에서 이 부분이 이 연금술사라는 작품에 투영이 된 건 아닐까 그렇게 생각을 합니다. 연금술사라는 작품에 앞서서 자신의 이런 순례의 여정을 기록한 순례자라는 작품을 1987년도에 발표를 했고요. 이듬해인 1988년도 자아의 연금술을 신비롭게 그려낸 연금술사를 발표하게 되면서 세계적 작가의 반열에 오르게 됐습니다. 이 연금술사 같은
it's not enough to know what you want. You have to do what you want, to be what you want. I write things that I feel, and then when the books are out, people identify themselves with my books. I don't imagine myself sitting in my apartment in Rio de Janeiro and say, oh, I want to be such a successful writer, and people had to read my book. When you want something, the whole universe will conspire for you to have it.
He's a Brazilian lyricist and novelist. His novel, The Alchemist, has been translated into 80 languages. He sold over 200 million copies of his books and is the all-time best-selling Portuguese author. He's Paulo Coelho, and here's my take on his top 10 rules for success. Rule number 1 is my personal favorite, and make sure to stick around all the way to the end for some special bonuses. And as you watch the clips, if there's something that Paulo says that really resonates with you, make sure to put it in the comments in quotes so that other people can benefit and be inspired as well.
You know, it took me years. I knew that I want to be a writer since I was young and have these megalomaniac things about being the most famous writer in the world. But it's not enough to know what you want. You have to do what you want, to be what you want. You know, so a writer implies in writing books.
Yeah.
A gardener implies in gardens. You know, but if you, I don't know about today, but if you talk to your father, your mother, if you are from a middle class, I want to be a gardener. Your father says, oh, my son, please go to the university.
Yeah.
Get a diploma, and you can do your gardening during the weekend, you know. But you love plants. You love the soil. You love, you know. But at the end of the day, you are convinced. And this is not good for the person who is being convinced and for the person who is trying to convince. You are creating this aura of frustration around them.
Your background is fairly well documented, that the things you went through which have shaped you, how much of that is really behind you, or how much do those ghosts still haunt you? The involvement in issues that got you imprisoned and tortured, and the drug use and so on.
I am myself and my circumstance. I think that, like a Spanish philosopher uses to say, so who am I? I'm a sum of all the experiences that I lived in my life. That said, of course, I don't look back, because if I look back, I may become a statue of salt. So I try to live my life here, but it is the sum of difficult moments, good moments, experiences that I had in my life. Totally connected. Whatever you do interfere in the rest of the world. So science is when you look around and you see, oh my God, the universe is talking to me. I have to understand this language. How can you understand any language? Is by taking the risks. Not being afraid of making mistakes. So you start to learn this language using something that you denied so far, your intuition. And you need to use your intuition. And you need to be brave enough to dive deep into this unknown universe and say, I'm going to learn this language.
book.